We don't want to buy no lino, no nothing.
Mr. Dragore, please.
Oh, him.
No sound, please. After 2 years I find you. I want the eternal light.
You found me too late. It's no longer mine.
I can kill with this from the end of the room. No lies, please.
You cannot kill in England, Mahmoud. They get their murderers here and hang them.
I have not come alone. If I hang, there are others. The eternal light goes back to the tomb from which you stole it.
But I tell you, I have not got it.
Please, I am not a child.
I sold it.
To whom did you sell it?
To Professor Morland.
That robber of the dead. Has he sold it?
He did not buy to sell.
What then?
Like you, Mahmoud. He believes.
Believes? He believes that the eternal light will open for him the gates of paradise?
Even so, he gave the best part of his fortune for it. And very soon he will know whether or not he was right.
What do you mean?
Professor Morland is dying.
Then you think it will be buried with him?
I'm sure of it. We have only got to wait until he is dead.
I knew this. Opener of the way. What's that?
Well, what is it?
Good evening. I happen to be staying in the neighborhood, and hearing of your master's illness, I took the liberty of calling. How is he tonight?
You'll never see the morning.
He hasn't asked for anyone of my cloth.
Nor will he. He's set in his ways, and they're the ways of the heathen.
I know he won't see the rector, but though I'm a comparative stranger, I don't like to leave a man to die like that.
He'll die in his own fashion, as he has lived.
Still, sometimes at the end.
Not with him. He's stubborn and unbending, and will be so at the throne itself.
Well, I suppose I can be of no use then.
No manner of use.
Good night.
He's asking for you. Where can I find Mr. Brown?
Who is it? Come in or go out.
You'll have to go up soon if you want to see him again. Curious house, this.
Curious owner.
Yes, but I suppose a great Egyptologist can't be expected to be like other people.
Well, he'll be like a great many other people soon.
That's not a very sympathetic thing to say.
I'm not a sympathetic man. Want a drink?
That's, across the hall, isn't it?
I dare say.
Thanks.
$75,000. September 22nd, 1931. Daily Journal. $1922.
eternal light, mine at last.
I want to see land.
And here,
Is the door shut?
it is
No listeners.
none.
The curtains.
They are drawn.
Come nearer. This man, Brocken. Watch. Brocken.
You were always suspicious. Have you ever trusted a living soul?
Only fools. I trust you.
Better to trust in the spirit than in the flesh.
I put my trust in my own gods. And now, when I am dead, my funeral, you will bury me at dusk in the clothes I told you. You will place the figure of Anubis at the west of the inner chamber.
I will.
And on the night of the full moon, at the first hour, I will make my offering of the eternal light to Anubis, opener of the ways. If I have done well in his sight, those fingers will close over the jewel, and he will open to me the gates of immortality.
The hand of a heathen image will now come to life.
Ah, the bandage. The bandage. Look. This is the eternal light. It must rest in my hand.
A man will now find peace who robs his heirs.
Bandage my hand. The eternal light must lie with me in the tomb. They are afraid of me.
I'm afraid for you.
If this should leave me, then you'll have reason to fear. For when the full moon strikes the door of my tomb, I will come back. You hear? I will come back to kill. Bandage my hand.
Doctor!
Windows. Open. Oh.
all over. Make out a certificate. Heart failure. What was the idea of bandaging his hand like that?
I cannot say. He had many a queer fancy.
I'll be round in the morning to sign the certificate.
I'll no be leaving my master's side till his body is laid to rest.
Where are you going?
To feed the lamp that is to burn inside.
It's all wrong.
It's a disgraceful devil.
Wait! You're leaving the key inside.
Aye, that was another of his queer fancies.
When your master died, Lang, I believe him to have been possessed of a jewel of great value. You know anything about it?
Nothing.
I advise you to be very careful, Lang.
I've a careful nature.
You may be putting yourself perilously near dishonesty.
I've seen men nearer.
You may regret this, Lang. Davis, I want you to stay here and watch that man with the club foot.
I'm not a detective, Mr. Broughton.
One more word from you, Davis, and you're out of work. I have reason to believe that he has stolen a valuable piece of property. He may make an effort to get rid of it. Watch him and telephone me at my office if he leaves the house. Very good, sir.
Harlan. Miss Betty Harlan, 52 Blandford Street.
From Wrexham.
10 shillings if you'll drive me to Yaxford Station in time to catch the 5 o'clock train.
I'll oblige you, Governor. I was going straight back as it was.
That's a very old carpet, Mr. Morland. I should be glad if you will not kick it to pieces.
I'm sorry. When I'm angry, I do kick.
You're good enough to explain that.
Yes, I intend to. By your own statement, Miss Harlan and I are the sole heirs of Professor Morland. We were informed neither of his death nor of his funeral.
Your uncle died and was buried in a certain way according to his wishes, which... Need I go on? Almost his last words were a threat to return from the dead. In my opinion, he was mad.
Well, that may be so. But Miss Harlan and I should have been consulted.
But I understood that you and Miss Harlan were not on speaking terms.
Well, what of that? You expect quiet at a funeral, don't you?
Yes, I also expect it in my office.
I'm very sorry, but after all, this means a good deal to both of us. Uncle was worth about 4,000 a year.
Well, he isn't now.
What do you mean by that?
He spent a good deal, you know. It may surprise you to know that some time ago he drew a cheque for £75,000.
What for?
I don't know.
You don't know? You were in charge of all his affairs and you don't know?
That's what I said. And I advise you to look after the tone of your voice.
I'm not at all sure. I have much more important things to look after than the tone of my voice.
I don't follow you.
I'm going to run down to Owlsvale House tomorrow morning.
Yes, I don't think you realize the conditions that you'll find there.
No, that's why I propose to go.
You won't like it. You'll be most uncomfortable.
You don't advise me to go?
I think you'll be making a very big mistake.
Then I'll go. Oh, by the way, does Miss Harlan know anything about this will business?
No doubt she will have received a letter from me by now.
Do you know, Miss Harlan?
No. I propose to give myself the pleasure of calling upon her this evening. Hello. Oh, it's you, Davies. Wait a minute. I have a visitor here, but I think he's just going.
Thank you very much. If you're going to see Miss Harlan tonight, I shall be there myself.
No doubt you will succeed in making a painful interview intolerable. Good afternoon.
Your manner must help your practice a great deal.
Now, Davies.
Can you direct me to Blandford Street, please?
Follow the tram lines close on a mile and then turn right at the church.
I'm obliged to you.
of that fog. My dear, a most exciting thing has happened. Oh, don't let it happen again. No, not that. That's a chestnut. It's this. It looks like a solicitor's letter, just been delivered by hand. Oh, dear. What haven't we paid? I wonder if I'm going to get a shock or not. Oh, Caney, that is a silly game. After all we've said about Uncle Henry, what do you think he's done? Something nice at last? He's dead. My dear, I'm sorry. And his solicitor wants to see me. My dear, I'm glad. He was awfully rich, wasn't he? He may have left you a fortune. If he has, I'll buy you a private cinema. I say, when did this letter come? A few minutes ago, why? He asked me to telephone him if I could see him here at 6. You don't want to miss the chance of a fortune for the sake of tuppence. You better run out and do it now. You're right.
Miss Harlan?
Yes?
What's happened?
Somebody attacked me and snatched my bag.
Why, good Lord, it's Betty Harlan.
Rafe Morland.
You would go and get yourself into some kind of mix-up.
You would arrive when it's all over.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going home.
Wait a minute. I was on my way to see you, strictly on business.
You wouldn't be allowed in for any other reason.
That's good. Taxi! Cunningham Garage, as quickly as possible.
Delighted to see you. No, it isn't Mr. Broughton. It's my cousin, Rafe Morland. Dear Mr. Morland, we're delighted to see you. Wrong again. We don't like him very much. Oh, don't we? I didn't realize.
Well, our two families are not on speaking terms.
Oh, dear.
As far as I can make out, it was started by my late uncle as a Christmas joke.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
But now he's dead. The trouble's all over.
I'm not sure. It hasn't just begun.
Where's Mr. Broughton? Oh, he won't come because I didn't telephone. I nearly got throttled instead. Betty! There was a man with a limp. He pushed a note into my hand. I just put it in my bag when somebody snatched the whole affair.
What was in it?
There's something of value at Owl's Vale. Others are after it. So come.
And Broughton was doing everything he knew to keep me away from there. There's a fox in the cover somewhere. Goodbye.
Oh, why goodbye?
I'm going down there right away. I'll let you know what happens.
You're wrong. I'll let myself know. If you go, I go too. You can't do that. Alone in a house with a man you're not even on speaking terms with? Oh, don't be so absurd. It's not as if I even liked him. Oh, if another woman was going, perhaps. I suppose that means you want to come too. Well, obviously, it's my duty.
And suppose I object?
I'm not so broke I can't hire a car.
Oh, all right, you win, but for goodness sake, hurry. Girls, let's get in this as best you can. There you are.
You first. Here you, hurry up. Oh, this is an unspeakable car. There's no room for my leg. All right, come on.
It looks as if I'll have to walk.
You might do worse. There's a grand moon. It's full.
I'll see if there's a name on this gate. No, there's nothing to show. This is the place.
But there aren't any other places, and I'm frozen. Well, it's no use going to the wrong place.
Wait a minute, here's someone on a bike. Hi there, Cocky. Wait a minute. Oh, hello. I'm awfully sorry. I didn't see you were a parson.
Oh, that's all right. Any trouble?
Oh, no, no. We just want to get to Owlsvale House.
Well, this is it. As a matter of fact, I'm calling there myself.
Did you know my uncle, Professor Morland?
Oh, slightly. Perhaps I ought to introduce myself. My name's Hartley, Nigel Hartley. I'm down at Reveley. The vicar's ill.
How'd you do? I'm Rafe Morland. This is Miss Holland. We're the heirs of the old...
We have the rest of the introduction indoors.
Yes, yes, of course. You must be cold. Now, it's straight down this drive. You go along, I'll follow.
All right.
Here we are. Car will be all right here. I'll show you the way.
What a horrible house. I wish I was back home in bed. I can hear someone coming.
Ah.
Well, don't stand about. Come inside. We'll go into the library. I may be old-fashioned, but I feel awkward when I'm not introduced to people.
I'm sorry, I forgot you didn't know your clients by sight. This is Miss Holland.
How do you do? I was expecting a telephone message from you.
Oh, I was on my way to call you up when the most extraordinary thing happened.
And this is Miss Caney.
How do you do?
You're a surprise, Broughton.
I have a great deal of business to clear up down here.
This house has needed a woman for about 25 years. Now I'm blinded myself.
You haven't wasted much time in getting here, Mr. Morland.
No, just a little too much, perhaps.
Whatever do you mean? Really, you're the rudest man alive. Oh, pretty pussy. How horrible. It's stuffed.
I dare say you know your own business best, but why you should want to bring a parson...
A pure accident. We met at the gates.
So naturally you brought him in.
Broughton, I can stand a certain amount, but no more.
Oh, come, don't let's make a battle of it.